Alright, down here is where we done the concrete the other day. Y'all watched the video where I done that concrete. Somebody got on my butt for crappy video it was. I took it down. But we poured concrete in this the other day. And this is basically this trough shape to vibrate. When the harmonic in the frame it builds up, it just amplifies. So we put that in there to damp it, fix the problem. But we also got where this thing's trying to kill itself. Through here. So we're going to have to make some ducts. A series of ducts to my pattern. They go under here like this. And we're dusting it from the bottom. Then we'll make a little fish plate for the top out of this. And we'll fish plate the top. There's the old legend. I'm welding with it. Big Derek and Morgan, they're on lumber. Here's Stevie, pull that sucker down. Pull her down, Stevie, pull her down. Yeah. Ain't that thing a piece? Where's the sheet? Go, Stevie, go. Man, that's that baby just. And I got no legend. I'm a cutting and fitting. I'm doing the cutting and fitting, and he's doing it. He's gouging, and he's going to do the finish welding on the slats with the wire welder. Brought it into suitcases right there. Alright, here we go. We're cutting their patterns out. First, we're going to cut them like here. Let me set y'all up. Okay, what's going on right here is I'm up at the iron worker now. I brought everything up here instead of cutting out the cutting wheel or a torch to get a clean cut so I ain't dealing with slag and stuff and slowing everybody down. Stevie's down below. He's still gouging out cracks. I'm up here stamping the piece out. Junkyard's doing the fire bugging. He's on fire watch. Now, to keep a long to short cut here, if you look at their the angles on this, one side's long, one side's short. Them's good for feeding through the iron worker or a hacksaw because you don't flip them. But what I'm doing is every time I stamp one, I cut two out. So I got to come back later, set up a jig on this thing, and put my, let's see, that's the steep angle. That's the angle I'm cutting there that goes on the foot.
All right, here's
and
my
now
jig.
I'm cutting around. I put the jig up. And I'm cutting around and doing the shallow angle, the long angle that runs up under the trough. So, and that's the important angle. The other angle is important because it gets you it latches it down to the feet. And this long shallow angle, which you're seeing close to the camera right here on this one that's already been cut, that's what's going to dissipate out the reflection. So we quit making them cracks. So, but I gotta go through here and stamping all these pieces out to making them, making one piece into two, and then the side that's left, so every time I stamp one stamp, it makes two, it's cut in two pieces. You guys gotta watch his fingers in an iron worker. I have had a glove. I was wearing a glove. I try to wear my gloves when I can. In this situation, I don't have my gloves on. I should at least have my red gloves on, but I had them big weld gloves. But I always wear my gloves because it helps you if you get caught, if you get bit, biting through a glove ain't near as bad. But I have bit through a glove before, didn't know it. I was punching out the hole punch and punched a hole right through the damn glove. I felt the pressure, but I thought, oh, it's just the metal pushing on me. No, I pulled it back up. There's a hole in my daggone glove. Don't know how I done it, but you know me, I don't know how I do half the things I do. But I like to wear gloves when I can. Now we're on a hacksaw, and what we're cutting out is the fish plates that we're going to weld on top of the trough. And then this is not safe. This is not. I don't recommend this. But I got a spot that I'm jamming that piece into, and I'm holding it against the vise, and I clamp that piece of round tube in there to kind of hold the vise open to the angle I needed it. So that way I can just zap them through right quick, because I got to cut a bunch of these out. Every crack joint, we're welding 5 of these in. And they're cut at an angle to keep from stopping the product from flowing to the trough. You'll see directly. I got it at the end of this video. I show the machine running after we got it fixed. And then the fixes turned out pretty good. It's a long process, and it sucked crawling up underneath there doing all the overhead. See, I had to crawl under and do all the overhead and stick. And Stevie, he kept the wire feed, and he stayed up on top doing flats. But the freak, see, my piece moved a little bit on me there.
Can't let it move. That's the main thing.
That was actually the clamp moving. I seen the clamp move. Back it up and look. See, I thought the clamp moved. Or my, my jig on the end. That might have been actually what happened. So here we are. We're back down here, and I'm starting to put the fish plates on. And Stevie, he's done been where I'm at. So he's done gouged out, cleaned out the cracks, and welded back. And I'm coming along behind him, cleaning up his weld off the trough, and then putting in the fish plates. And then I crawl up every section I go through. I crawl up underneath after I've tacked the fish plates in and marked it underneath, burning through the paint. Then I can crawl underneath and put the gussets on to match the fish plates. Because where I'm welding the gussets on underneath, I got to match them with the fish plates on top. So that way, any deflection that happens at the tip of them gussets down there gets dissipated out with some thicker metal than just to make it crawl. And I'm actually being safe. I got gloves on and I got safety glasses on for a change, which is better. I've had a lot of metal drilled out my eyes. Always wear safety glasses when you're running a grinder. The eye doctor told me one time, he said the surface of your eyes look about like a crater of the moon. Oh, gee, thanks, Doc. Good advice, or good. That makes me feel better. But so I'm laying the fish plates down. And I'm setting them 4.5 inches in. I got them evenly spaced across the trough. And then I'm just putting the back side, the first side I weld first. That's the side. So I'm putting about a 1-inch weld on that, so it burns through the paint good underneath. So I can see where to put my gusset underneath, because that's kind of making a mark for me underneath. Because all the overhead, and I'm doing all the overhead with the stick. And here we are in super speed. And I'll shut up for the rest of the video.
These babies going in. Underneath. Got them babies going in. I dissipate out the load some, or stop that cracking, what we're hoping to do.
everybody, thanks for watching. And don't forget to hit the buttons and leave me likes, comments, stuff. Let me know what's up. And to anybody's wanting logger weight gear, go to loggerweight.com and help yourself at the shop there. And we got all that good mess. Take care of it. And mostly just want to say thanks, everybody. Hope everybody has a good one later on.